Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Fish Keeping Jamaica. Today I'll be looking at a topic that might confuse several individuals if you do not pay, if a careful attention is not paid to what I'm trying to say. Okay, many persons are of the opinion that having a few fish in an aquarium suggests that you are a fish breeder. Worst if the fish have actually spawn or actually give birth to young ones, right? um there are three types, main types. You have others, but there are three main types of um aquarium or pond setup, right? Number one is a community tank, or some persons may have species only tank, right? Number two is the breeder tank, and that tank now you actually construct or set up in such a way that the fish will actually spawn or give birth to young ones, right? And number four is the grow out tank, which is totally different from a community tank, right? So you have grow out tank, breeding tank, community tank. However, having these three different types of tank doesn't suggest that fish cannot actually spawn or give birth in any of them. It can happen. However, the quality and the extent of birth actually being in the community tank is of a lesser degree than if you actually have a setup special for it. Okay, let's look at my pond setting. Now I have 15 containers, right? All containers are plumbed for intake and outtake of water. I also recently placed a an overflow system, which should take the water whenever rain do fall and the containers are actually being flooded by water. It actually takes the water and direct it to a section of the yard. Okay, let's look at my chromite tank. Now I had two chromite. I went to the pet shop, fish store, and I bought two chromite. And the chromite came, and I climatized the chromite, and then I placed the chromite in this pond. Now after about 4 weeks, I realized that the chromite spawned. So the chromite spawned, and I got a few fries, right? I don't know if you can see them, but they are there, right? Now these fries actually got additional brothers and sisters because another spawn actually occurred. Now the parents were still in the pond, right? So what happened is that when the second spawn occurred, the first spawn, which is much bigger than the first than the second spawn, after a while they consume the second spawn, right? But parents are parents and they will not trouble the first spawn. Okay, so in an effort to get more spawn, and this is as I am trying to explain the difference between grow out tank and breeding tank. Okay, so after I've realized that, I've removed the parents from this spawn, right? And I place them here into this pond by themselves. Now this is a pond in which my chromites are at, and they are very aggressive. They have dug about 3 or 4 different holes in the pond substrate, which is dirt, mud, and some stones, right? So they have dug about 3 or 4 different holes, and each time I put my hand in the pond, they nip at it, which is suggestive that eggs are in these holes, and they are very defensive of these holes. So probably in the next 2 weeks you might see me have a video saying my chromite have spawned again. So as soon as these chromites have actually reached a certain size, then now I would have to remove these chromites, that's the parents, and place them somewhere else, or else the same thing which happens in that pond will happen in this pond. Now this is just to show you that there's a difference between a breeding tank and a growth tank. Now my chromites now, they had about 150. It was a lot of fries, but several of them died. When I counted the last time, I had about 20 healthy chromite fries swimming in this pond. Okay, so those chromites will remain in this pond. I will continue to change water, maintain this pond until they reach a certain size, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do, if I'm going to put them on display or I'm going to sell them. Same too with this. So as the chromites actually spawn and the lot continues, I will have to move and shift and all that. Same too with my swordtail. Now I placed about six swordtail, pregnant swordtail in this pond. And right now, believe me, if I should lift up these plants, take up these plants and shift them aside, you might count about 150 small fish like these, right? Because this is a breeding setup. Okay, so this is also a breeding setup, right? This is a breeding setup. So the majority of the systems here are breeding setup, where in which the fish actually have young ones. The young ones hide in the roots and they grow, and at times I'll take them out, I'll sell them, whatever. Now remember the basket in which I made some weeks ago? Okay, I've placed it outside and I've placed one of my barbs in it, a set of barbs in it. Now what will happen is that the basket is in the container, there's no other fish, it's clean, it was siphoned and clean, nothing is inside, right? There's no other fish, and they are the only ones in it. 3 fish in the basket, and one of them I know for a fact is a female, the other 2 seems like a male. So they'll be in it for a couple weeks, and then after that I will remove them, and then I will observe to see whether or not I have fries. But if I should put them in this container by themselves, they will actually consume as soon as they actually lay the eggs. So this is a breeding setup. This is a what you call a grow out setup. What happened is that I place my yellow lyletail hyphen mollies, not yellow, orange, sorry, in those containers over there, right? And after I got about a litter of about 24, I placed the babies here. Then after another 28 days I got another 30, and then I took them and I placed them here. So they are going out very nicely, right? So this is a growing out setup. So far you have seen several breeding setup and a few grow out setup, right? You have the parents in there because, and the parents is pregnant also, 2 females, right? They are in there, they are pregnant, but I'm short of space, so that's why they are still there. Okay, so I continue explaining community tank. Now let's look at this community tank. Will come on your screen right now. This is what a community tank looks like. You have several variety of fish, right? And usually fish of same temperament, fish that can manage the same condition. This is what a community tank looks like, right? Okay, cool. So in short, a community tank, a breeding tank, and a growth tank are 3 different tanks. Now if you are in fish keeping, you decide which of the 3 you would like to have. If you're going to have a fish room, you decide whether or not you're going to breed fish for sale, or whether or not you're going to buy small fish, grow them out, and decide what you do with them next, right? Now my koi and my goldfish are in this pond, and I would say that this is a community species only community tank, right? Because koi and goldfish only kept in it. 1 or 2 times they might breed or spawn or whatever you call it, right? But I have to remove them if I want them, right? If I don't want them, well, I just let them stay, and whatever fish come. right? This pond is primarily a grow out pond, but because of space again, I'm waiting on another IBC toad. I place some swordtail in it. No, it's a gold pond for my filament barb, in which I have about 300, right? And I am gonna be growing them out until they reach their full size. Yes, that's a little bit ticklish because I'm gonna be running out of space. But anyway, when I reach that part, I'll address it. I also have another species community tank, species only, that should I say, right? Where I have about 49 Jack Dempseys, right? So therefore, how you arrange your thing at home, inspire breeding or inspire growth. Okay, remember, fish need space to grow. This is Riley for Fish Keeping Jamaica. Thank you for watching. This is Riley for Fish Keeping Jamaica. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.